Welcome to the Bliss Code Podcast, where we unlock the secrets to your ideal lifestyle. I'm Jamie Drew, your guide on this transformative journey. Whether you're seeking balance, ambition, or pure bliss, remember, every episode brings us one step closer to cracking the code. Together, let's decode your dreams and elevate your everyday. Ready? Let's dive into the formula. Hey girl, so have you ever role played with your boo? Where you go out somewhere, maybe you get there before him or her, and you're sitting at the bar, and then along comes your boo, and you guys pretend not to know each other, and you just strike up a conversation and just, have a little bit of fun and pretend you're somebody else for the night. Okay, well, I've definitely done that. And if you have not done that, then girl, you need to try it. You need to spice up your life and try something new. Have some fun with this reality that we're living in, okay? This I didn't bring this up for nothing. This is what we're going to be doing with our lives from here on out. I want you to try it this week. Not try it. I want you to do this. I want you to commit to this, okay? Because I'm giving you some real game. I'm giving you some real secrets here. Didn't I say we were going to unlock the code? Did you listen to the intro? We are coming one step closer every single episode, unlocking the code to a seriously blissful life. You can have it all, and you will have it all if you just listen to me. Okay? So back to this role-playing thing. You become an actress. You become her. You become she. You become it. You become so brand new that you look in the mirror and you don't even recognize yourself. Y'all remember that show Quantum Leap, where the guy, he would wake up and look in the mirror and be like a different person and be on some mission to save the day or whatever it was that he was doing? If you haven't seen this, you got to watch this. The original show came out 1989. The reboot came out, I don't know, in the 2020s, whatever, 2022, 23, I don't know. You look it up. But they are both out on Peacock, I believe. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to have the feeling that you wake up and you're a completely different person in the mirror. And you know how you're going to do that? That's right. Role play, acting. That's what you're going to do. That's how you're going to live this life. Okay? What did you think we were going to be doing? When you saw the title, Quantum Roleplay, what did you think we were going to be doing, girl? Okay? Now listen, the big time actors and actresses, they do this all the time. Now, for some reason, it's mostly the guys, like Jim Carrey, Heath Ledger, all these big names, right? Will Smith. They lose weight, gain weight, they get in the gym real hard for a character. They cut their hair, they dye their hair. And some of them will not break character even while they're not filming. I know I talked a little bit about this before, but this is called method acting. So, you know how if you did this with your boo, you might start giggling, still calling each other by your real names. No, this is never breaking character. This is staying immersed in that character, staying in the role. And the reason why is so you can have these real emotional experiences that are connected to being this new person, looking like, acting like, smelling like everything that the new person would do. If this requires you changing your hairstyle, then maybe that's what you need to do because you are becoming her. That's what you're doing. So this is your chance to have a serious glow up. a serious personal transformation. Okay? When you immerse yourself into this role, when you dip yourself completely in, think of something that's like dipped completely in. It becomes different, right? Imagine like, I don't know, one of those ice cream pops, and then they dip it in that chocolate and it hardens over it. That thing is completely immersed in that chocolate. You cannot have one without the other. It becomes a completely different thing, right? A completely different product. And that's what I want you to do so you can become your future self right now. Okay? Think about if you were writing a movie script or a play or a book, a short story, a poem. It's this character, right? This character. And this character is the main character, right? Hello, main character energy. Let's keep that high on the list, okay, of must-haves. Everything is from this main character's perspective. So don't be out there acting like an extra. Don't be out there like, oh, I'm so meek and mild. Oh, you know what? I am so humble and I am not that important. Okay, if you're not with that, then you're probably in the wrong place because we are about embracing our main character energy over here. We are the protagonists. We are on a pedestal. That's where we belong, okay? We are talking about empowerment. And when you're looking from the perspective of this person, then you will have that person's vantage point. You will have that person's viewpoint on life, right? And you behave as if you are this person. You remember a while back, people used to wear those bracelets that were like WWJD. What would Jesus do? And it was like supposed to remind the wearer to behave, to make decisions from that space. Okay, well, this is what would main character Nika do? Okay, what would she do? Main character Nika. That's her name. And so have that on your wrist. WWMCD. What would main character Nika do? And you need to be thinking that at every moment during your lifestyle that you are living. Not only that, you need to learn how to speak in the affirmative. Okay. This next clip of this episode that you're going to listen to, this is just me in my robe, walking back and forth, had just had my morning tea, and just kind of riffing on why it's important for you to speak in the affirmative. And I want you to listen really closely to this because this is coming off the dome, okay? This is coming. I downloaded this information, baby. This is some real stuff. Y'all get to see the real me, the in the robe me. Okay, y'all won't see it, but y'all gonna hear the in the robe me talking about how to manifest your desired outcomes by speaking in the affirmative. And you're gonna be surprised at the level of commitment and dedication that you're going to have when it comes to this, because you're going to have to understand the vibrational power of words. And I bring it all together with the analogy of watering a plant with your every word in action. Because the universe doesn't care which of these plants that you water. It's like, okay, what she waters is what she wants. So the speaking in the affirmative for the life that you do want, those are positive affirmations of water. They water the plants of our desires. Now, the negative words or actions, they water the weeds of what we don't want. So you have two choices. Which one are you going to water? So I'm going to come back after you listen to what was in my head during this morning. You got to get used to speaking in the affirmative, okay? Everything that comes out of your mouth is an affirmation. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a vibration. And those vibrations go out into the ether, the universe, whatever we're surrounded by. And they create a waveform pattern. Okay? This pattern establishes the vibratory frequency around you. Okay? Now, if your head is split wide open right now because you're mind blown with this information, heck, you said you wanted to step it up to the next level. So, this is what you got to understand. The weight of your words. It's written everywhere. So, do your own research. Your words are vibratory and they create your world. Period. We are creators. Now, you got to get used to speaking in the affirmative, thinking in the affirmative, writing in the affirmative, especially when you journal, writing things down, like making this permanent out into nature. Think about it like this. If you were to put your lips underwater and speak, if you were to put your lips right at the water, imagine that little ripple that it would create in the water. Okay, you see those ripples? Those are waves, and they exist whether there is water or not. So something's coming out, whether you can personally view it or not. So y'all should have learned that with the pandemic, okay? So your words are vibratory, whether you're in water or not. So whatever you speak, again, you're establishing this pattern of vibration that surrounds you and comes back to you. Okay. This is what the brain's doing. It's sorting information because the wind is out there, but you can't see the wind blow, right? There's microscopic bugs that you are not perceiving. Okay. You would be overwhelmed with the amount of things that are in your realm that your brain has decided to say, oh, she don't need to see that right now. So her eyes don't need to focus. We're not going to make her eyes enough to see those bugs crawling on, the organisms that are all over everything. Okay? We can't even see what we can turn on with the black light. We can't even see what the birds can see. So you got to start thinking way outside of the box when it comes to the communication of this universe. Okay? Yes, human beings are, highly intelligent. We want to think of ourselves as the smartest on the land, but we still have to understand that we have our limitations. And just because we can't perceive of something doesn't mean that it's not real. Look this up. Okay? Birds can see certain color frequencies and basically, what is it? Ultraviolet wavelength. Somebody look that up. They can see a color wavelength that we cannot see. So does that mean just because we can't see it that it's not there? No, because we've got, I don't know how they figure this out, but the birds got something more that we do. Okay. And what are those like dogs and cats that can sniff out cancers in people's body? Okay. You see what I'm saying? So, this brings me to another point, actually, that everyone has their superpower. We got to stop thinking of ourselves as like separate from everything on this earth. It's like united to earth, wind, fire, water. Remember that cartoon where they all held out their rings and stuff like that? Because they were like, with our powers combined. So, ladies, you got to stop trying to do everything. You got to stop trying to do everything that's not your superpower. You got to focus on your superpower. So, if we understand that we all have a little something special, we can then focus in on that, on our superpower. But that's another topic because I'm getting on topic now. The topic at hand is that just because something isn't there, that's where I was going with that, talking about birds' vision and dogs and, other animals' capabilities. Just because you can't perceive of it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in the universe. It's going on around you. Your brain, is not processing that particular thing for you. So when you want to experience a change in the life of the positive, this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about 2 plants. Let's give the plants names. The don't want plant and the do want plant. All right. So every day with your words, actions, anything you write down, thoughts that you think, okay, they're creating water that goes in this bucket that every day you got to go and water these plants with. The do want plant and the don't want plant. So rounding it back, bringing it back to speaking in the affirmative. Okay. Every day you pouring water into the do want plant by speaking in the affirmative. Everything negative that you say about yourself, everything negative that you say or think about yourself or your situation, that's going in the don't want plant because it's still water. You have to understand that. That's the way this universe works. It's not about, let me ask somebody for permission to have this thing. It's like, no, follow the code, follow the law. Like it's already set up. Like, how do you advance in the video game? You got to jump up them steps, go around that corner. You got to press that button. It's like, this is what you got to do. You got to find the cheat code, whatever. I'm talking in video games terms now, but you got to follow the laws of the universe. Okay? So, what you focus on, what you dwell on, what you talk about, bam, it's coming. You're welcome. Here's your affirmations for the day. Here's what you affirmed for yourself for the day. Here it is back. Here's your package back. Your delivery of what you made today, creator. Because you're always creating. This is what we do. Okay. Here's the results of the day. Like you were at work. You went to work creating. And it was like, 1 vote for what she does want. 3 votes for what she doesn't want. And at the end of the day, you got your package back. Guess who won? I hope not the don't want package. So if you say, I don't want this, somebody asks you, what kind of man you want, girl? I don't want somebody who da-da-da-da-da. I don't want somebody who da-da-da-da-da. Oh, what kind of lifestyle you want? I don't want to be broke. I don't, da-da-da-da-da. Come on. There's research out there that says for every negative interaction that we have with someone, it's like 7 or 8 good interactions with that person to overcome the feeling from the negative interaction. This is what they're studying out there. So you believe it if I told you it was like that for commercials or something, or, if you think about it, think about having a bad experience at a restaurant the first time, especially the first time. This is first impressions. Okay. So you basically, the way that your brain is processing is that you need a lot more positive to make up for this negative. So what you going to do with this water? You know why? Because most people don't understand this and don't use this. So it's charged with negative ions up in here. Okay? So you got to use your superpower. That's how the video game is wired. Your superpower is to speak, think, write in the affirmative for what you want. Somebody say affirmative. Okay. Now, I done gave y'all this. Woo, that's $1 million game right there. Y'all don't play with it. Don't play with it. If you follow that, come back and pay me $1 million. That's what I'm gonna say. Cause come back and pay me $1 million. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause that's what it's worth. And you gonna get so much more than that out of what I gave. So all I want back is, once that works out for you, because I know it will, come back, pay me my money. You know, it's simple. It's a simple transaction. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. This has been a riff with Jamie Drew from Jamie Drew from the Bliss Code Podcast. Okay, listen. Obviously, we're back. If you don't listen to anything I said, honey, you better take that morning riff that you just heard seriously. If you do that, y'all heard what I said. You know what? I'm not even going to repeat myself. You heard it. If you didn't hear it, rewind it. Listen to it again. Write everything down. That's what you need to do, because this is how you're going to embody your future self right now. When you begin to control your vibrational output and realize how creative of a being you are, using your language to your advantage, you're going to experience some real quantum leaps, some real level ups, glow ups, transformation. Okay? When you hear about law of attraction concerning vibration, the vibration of this universe, the way things work, the way life works, this is it. This is it. So I have something for you that's going to help you do this, because I'm not going to hang you out to dry, girl. I'm not. I'm going to help you out and give you, a way that you can do this on your own, because I want to see the results. Remember I said come back and give me my $1 million? I was serious about that. I want that. So since I put you up on game, I'm going to help you even further with that. Okay? I have a guided visualization for you. I have a script for you that you can fill in so you can really immerse yourself into your future self and start living and behaving from that space. Because I want you to practice this. I want you to do this. I want you to practice speaking and thinking into the affirmative, visualizing which plant you are watering with your words and actions. I'm talking about every part of the day, everything that you do and say. I want you to visualize what plant bucket is this going in? Because all of it's water. Which plant bucket is it going in? Okay? So you're being this new character. You are role playing the part of your life. You are method acting. You're not coming out of character at all. If you break your leg, you break it in character. Okay? That's what break a leg means. You have this main character energy. You understand the vibrational power of your words now. You understand what it means to quantum leap. You understand the laws of the universe. Okay? Now it's time for you to go and implement this, what you've learned in this episode. And I want your feedback. Send us an email. I want to hear your success stories. I want to hear the strange coincidences that happen because of this. email podcast at theblisscode.net because I want to hear from you. I want to hear your success stories and I will share them with the world. We're going to share your stories, okay? Because we want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate each other in community. And go ahead over to theblisscode.net to go ahead and get the script, the download that, the script, the guided visualization, the whole activity. I'm giving you a whole mini course. I decided. I just decided. Have I recorded it yet? No, but I'm making this decision right now. By the time you're listening to this, it's going to be available for you on the blisscode.net. So head on over to the blisscode.net. I'm putting out a mini course. That's it. Because you have to do this. I'm not playing with you. We don't have time to waste. So head on over to the website. Go ahead and get your download of the mini course. Start living in this new reality and email me about your results. Podcast at theblisscode.net. I want to hear everything about it. I'm excited for your new life. Okay. Let's do this, girl. Hold up, girl. Don't go anywhere. You know I always have some after announcements. So, first of all, you already know that the Bliss Code Academy is launching on December 1st, 2023. I'm so excited to bring this to you. It's going to be a digital Rolodex full of main character energy women, and I want you to be a founding member. So, go over to theblisscode.net. Make sure that we have your email address and your phone number so that we can notify you as soon as this is released. Also, the Academy is going to have, a course, and not just any course. This is an evergreen course. We are a community that continues on and on and on. You didn't think I was just going to pick you up and drop you, did I? Did you? Absolutely not. So don't forget to turn on your notifications so I can drop more jewels on you because next week we're going to be talking about wrapping this all together in a holistic lifestyle. So stay tuned. Head over to theblisscode.net. Don't forget to get your mini course that I mentioned in this episode, and I'll see you next week.